Orca, the killer whales, the wolves of the sea. No animal is more intelligent, more majestic, or more controversial. Tonight, an exclusive King 5 News report. The campaign to free Corky, an orca captured in British Columbia waters and sold to SeaWorld. They're at the top of the ocean food chain. Should they be the top bill at a sea circus?
Free Orca, tonight at 11. The Orca Show is about to begin at SeaWorld in San Diego. Each year, 12 million people pour into SeaWorld's 4 parks.
$17?
At $28 a head, SeaWorld brings in close to $250 million a year. And that doesn't include the Shamu trinkets.
He has earned the name Killer Whale.
The star of the show today is one of SeaWorld's first captive killer whales. Her stage name is Shamu. Her real name is Corky. Corky was captured from Northwest Canadian waters when she was 5 years old. Now a Northwest whale researcher says he's identified her family, and he wants to reunite them. Here they are, Pod A5, off the coast of Vancouver Island. Scientists believe Corky's mother and 2 cousins are still alive.
I've been advocating Corky's release for about 3 years now. I proposed it, the idea at a meeting in Geneva in July of 1990.
Dr. Paul Spong believes Corky could and should be reunited with her family in Northwest waters. He heads ORCA Lab, off of northern Vancouver Island. His group tracks and studies wild killer whales.
This is probably the most closely bonded animal on Earth. These animals literally stay with one another for their entire lives in their close family groups. So what happens when a member who's been away from the family for a long period of time finally comes back into it, I think is something that's very, very exciting to consider.
SeaWorld has considered it, and the answer is no.
She likes her flukes rubbed. This is her favorite thing, is getting her tail rubbed. It's like a foot rub for us.
SeaWorld trainers and Corky have a close bond. They feed the 28-year-old animal 250 pounds of fish each day. They say they're not willing to risk her life by freeing her.
Corky would have to be able to go out and find 225, 250 pounds of food for herself every day. Corky would have to deal with the problems that may be caused by other killer whales failing to accept her or reintegrate her back into some group.
The Free Corky campaign has inspired letters and protests. Now a Seattle lawyer wants to take it to a courtroom. She's filing suit on behalf of Corky's pod. Helga Carr has practiced law for 20 years. She's looking for a legal remedy to Corky's captivity. Jokingly, she calls it writ of habeas corpus. But to her, it's no joke.
What is our law about? Is it not about righting wrongs? Well, wrongs have been done to these whales.
SeaWorld calls Corky an ambassador, helping humans learn about and appreciate her species. Others call Corky a prisoner, being held for profit.
It's money. That's their primary motivation. They use words like research and education to justify what they're doing.
Is an experiment worth risking her life? Or, after all she's given us, does she deserve a chance at freedom? Until it's decided, the show will go on.